LaChoy wants to remind you it's time for a holiday that you can celebrate with gifts like Christmas, with decorations like a birthday party, and firecrackers like the 4th of July. It's Chinese New Year. Time to enjoy crispy LaChoy egg rolls and delicious LaChoy chow mein, served with LaChoy chow mein noodles and soy sauce. All featured at your grocer's now.
LaChoy makes Chinese food. Swing American.
Right now, you can get $50 back from Amana.
When you buy this Amana radar range, we'll send you $50 back. $50 back when you buy the Touchmatic controls for tender roast. When you buy the Rotawave cooking system for beautiful, evenly baked lasagna. $50, a direct cash rebate from Amana to you when you buy this Amana radar range. That's the Amana way.
You're looking at some of the best jobs available anywhere in the United States. Right here, in the National Business Employment Weekly, a unique new paper from the publishers of the Wall Street Journal. Every week, the National Business Employment Weekly gives you page after page of executive, managerial, and professional jobs open right now, waiting to be filled right now. Really good jobs in every industry, in every part of the country, at every salary level from $25,000 to $250,000. Pick it up at your newsstand today. Or if you prefer, we'll rush you the next 6 issues by first-class mail. Just send a check or money order for $15 to National Business Employment Weekly, TV offer, Box 300, Princeton, New Jersey, 08540. That's National Business Employment Weekly, TV offer, Box 300, Princeton, New Jersey, 08540. Get it today. The National Business Employment Weekly. It's where the really good jobs are.
Time now, 11 minutes before the hour. We're now coming up on 7 minutes before the hour.
And my heart went with you. You know, Ethel, I think it's time we sold the old homestead.
Who do we call? We handle the who do you call.
Where do you turn?
What are you going to do? Trust the Realty World folks in blue to cover it all for you.
Your local Realty World associate is specially trained to sell your house quickly, even helping with buyer financing information.
We can do it.
Realty World covers all the details.
We'll cover it all for you.
There are 2 things about X-Lax you should know. It works overnight, which is good, but it contains an artificial chemical. Metamucil, on the other hand, is all natural, which is good, but it can take up to 3 days to work. So where do you turn for fast relief and natural active ingredients? To new Nature's Remedy laxative. Nature's Remedy has only natural active ingredients, and it gently relieves your constipation overnight. New Nature's Remedy. The gentleness you want, the speed you need.
I'm here to talk to people in business who are serious about it. Where can you get all the business news you need these days? In a daily paper? Even in the best, you get only a section of business news. Too little. In business magazines, if you have to wait a week, maybe the news isn't news anymore. Too late. Too little, too late. There's one publication, one that gives you all the business news you need when you need it. The Wall Street Journal. Every business day, the Journal reports anything happening anywhere in the world that can affect business. Your business, your company, your career. Anything, anywhere, every business day, in depth, in detail, in time for you to use it. If you're in business and serious about it, don't settle for too little, too late. Get the Journal. Here's how. Call toll-free 800-228-1234 now to get the Wall Street Journal delivered every business day for 52 weeks for just $77. 52 weeks, over 250 issues for $77. Call 800-228-1234 today.
Now, 4 minutes before the hour. The time now, 2 minutes before the hour, and there's a full hour ahead on this extended edition of Morning with Charles Kuralt. This is CBS.
2 great shows for the price of one. The 15th Annual Camping and Trailer Show and the 1st Annual Sports Expo, Commonwealth Pier Exhibition Hall, January 17th through 25th.
Clarence, wake up.
I give her canned fruits, but the kids just like the way it tastes. Even Billy, my youngest. It's more natural. More like I want their fruit to taste.
New Del Monte Light Fruit. There's a lot more to it than 50% less added sugar.
Why have a dud spud
when you can have a grate of potato?
Pour on the Heinz gravy?
Put a lake in your bake. Give a rise to your fries. Pour on the Heinz.
Add some flash to your mash.
Some royal to your boil. Pour on the Heinz.
Gravy so smooth, so creamy, so delicious, you'd think it was made from your roast.
So who needs a dud spud?
When you can have a grate of potato.
Pour on the Heinz home-style gravy anytime.
Two great shows for the price of one. The 15th Annual Camping and Trailer Show and the First Annual Sports Expo, Commonwealth Pier Exhibition Hall, January 17th through 25th.
I'm Linda Harris. Join me Thursday on 4 Today.
Good morning, everyone. This is today, Wednesday, January 21st.
Kids like kicks for what Kicks has got. Moms like kicks for what Kicks has not. Kicks has corn and that's enough, 'cause Kicks hasn't got any fancy stuff. No added colors, Kicks doesn't need 'em. No added flavors, kids love to eat 'em. You add the sugar 'cause it's not too sweet. A good Kicks breakfast, it's hard to beat. Kids like Kicks for what Kicks has got. Moms like Kicks for what Kicks has not.
Kicks. Kid tested, mother approved.
It's King's biggest dollar-stretching sale of the year.
Spread it on, soap it up.
And turn it on with Ever-Ready Energizer batteries, now just $1.
Write it down, color it bright.
And wipe it up with Gala paper towels, now 2 for $1.
Wrap it up, take it off.
And make your car go with Gasohol Plus, now 3 for $2.
Take a note.
And make your hair glow with Vidal Sassoon, now $2 each.
Dab it on, bag it up.
And spray it on with Right Guard deodorant, now 2 for $3 during King's Dollarama sale. Be there and save.
Indulge yourself with a weekend alone together. Escape to Marriott, where either of Marriott's 2 great escape plans makes a perfect weekend. Escape number 1, 2 days and 1 night at the elegant Marriott with dinner and breakfast for 2, just $94.90 per couple. Or escape number 2, 3 days and 2 nights of Marriott luxury with breakfast and Sunday brunch for 2, only $104.90 per couple. And both plans include all those great Marriott extras. So escape any weekend to the Marriott Hotel, routes 30 and 128 Newton.
Laughing can save your life. Find out how in Woman's World, the upbeat, upfront new weekly. Also this week in Woman's World, hot new tropical prints for spring. Which fast foods are actually good for kids? Woman's World is packed with fashion, fiction, food, decorating, health, money, celebrities, and more. Pick up Woman's World at checkout counters, only 75 cents.
It's upbeat, it's upfront, it's Woman's World.
8:14 right now. We'll be back in a moment. This is Today on NBC.
Old Blue Eyes sings the praise of the new president. In this week's Star, a startling inquiry into Reagan's controversial friendship with Sinatra. Is Frankie really linked with the mob and trying to buy respectability? Also in the Star, TV's Dallas. Downright sexier than ever. And a revolutionary arthritis diet. Could it relieve arthritic agony? Plus, Burt Reynolds recalls loves of his past. And the stars predict love in your future.
In my love horoscope for 1981.
All in the Star this week.
It's a fresh and lively flavor from the sea, or a maple tree, the flavors of New England.
Nissen bread is one of those great New England flavors, baked right in your backyard. It has just the right taste and texture to brighten any meal, and the flavor of New England is baked into every bite.
Nissen bread, the flavor of New England.
Hello, I'm Lauren Bacall, and I'm rehearsing my new musical, Woman of the Year. I'm surrounded by talent. A handsome co-star, Harry Gardino, a book by Peter Stone, music and lyrics by John Kander and Fred Ebb, and directed by Robert Moore, a creative team with more Oscars, Tonys, and Emmys than any on Broadway.
Tickets now at the Colonial Box Office. All Ticketrons or charge tickets, call 426-8383.
You know how to do that, don't you? Just pick up the phone and...
Boston Gas emergency update. The critical gas shortage we have all been facing still exists. This winter has been so severe that even the past few days of milder weather have done little to alleviate the situation. It is imperative that you continue to conserve gas, because even with the arrival of additional supplies, we won't be totally out of the woods. There is a lot of winter ahead of us. Only with your help can we get through this unprecedented emergency. We will advise you of new developments. Thank you.
In our next half hour, the Gallegos family, how they held out for 444 days. And also the one man in Washington whose impressions of Ronald Reagan are not taken seriously at all. And that's fine with Rich Little, the impressionist. Time now for station break.
Wednesday on Real People Judge the hottest tan in the West.
A familiar face with an unfamiliar name and an unusual way to relieve tension. That's all coming up on the next edition of Evening Magazine. Hi, I'm Candace Hasty. Join us as we go out to Hollywood to meet character actor Ned Beatty. He loves to cook and write as well as act. And then we'll go to Cornell University to find out how students are getting rid of tension these days by screaming. That's at 7:30. Join us.
Eyewitness News, Wednesday, January 21st, 1981. With Jack Chase and meteorologist Don Kent. Brought to you by Woman's World.
We're making it pay at Woman's World. Let's face it, our dollars are shrinking faster than our figures these days. So Woman's World is going to pay you to lose weight.
The Great Weight Rebate.
Fun aerobic exercises take care of the outside. Professionally sound nutrition takes care of the inside. Take a sauna or a steam. You'll feel great.
The Great Weight Rebate.
Visit Woman's World. See how you can get paid for every pound you lose. Woman's World is making it in communities throughout New England. Find them in your phone directory.
Good morning, everyone.
It is now post time in the lottery's horse race game, where anyone can win up to $100,000 instantly. Just rub your horse's number, match the number in any of the 5 race result boxes, and win the prize revealed instantly. 1 out of 5 tickets wins cash, and there are 10 $100,000 instant prizes. And they're off and scratching. Big Red comes out quickly.
Play the lottery's horse race game. You could ride home a $100,000 winner.
And Cappy is coming on strongly.
Good morning, everyone. Even though it was pretty chilly, not built on what a person intends to do. We'll have complete news and weather at noon. So long, and make it a good day.
Why go to the Sonesta Beach Hotel in Bermuda? To have the kind of vacation you've always dreamed of. Bermuda gives you her best. Sonesta Beach.
Teen Suicide, One Family Story, Wednesday at 9.
Hi, everybody. 8:30 on...
World of Hyatt always welcomes you. Time after time, Hyatt's special service always makes your stay a rewarding experience. It's called a touch of Hyatt. For style and service, there's just nothing like Hyatt anywhere else. Come, capture the spirit worldwide. Hyatt Hotels.
This is brunch.
And a client lunch.
This looks like a color fast day.
Max Factor Color Fast Lipstick for color that lasts.
Rehearsal's late. And your dinner date. This looks like a color fast day.
Max Factor Color Fast Lipstick for color that lasts.
Fashion shows at 2. Then the buyers are
Factor Color Fast for color that lasts. For lips and nails, too.
Who says flowers don't bloom in the winter? These flowers are blooming in bedrooms all over the country on very cotton comfort kale sheets from Royal Family by Canon. Their natural blend, the premium blend, 60% cotton for more soft cotton comfort and no ironing. You'll find these lovely floral patterns in full bloom now and throughout the white sale period. Fashionable, comfortable, washable. Look for the seal of cotton. Cotton performs.
Friday, Detective Nero Wolf must solve the mystery of the death on the doorstep.
Make sure you're around to teach him. If you have high blood pressure, stay on your treatment every day, no matter how you feel. High blood pressure, treat it and live.
Hello, I'm Nancy Merrill. Join me at 12:30 on People Are Talking for the second in our 4-part series on dieting. We'll be discussing the big business of dieting.
Hi, I'm Sugar Ray Leonard. Stay in training for the future with the Navy. It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
Mike interviews Sophia Loren Wednesday at 10.
This man wants the taste of fresh oranges. This man wants the taste of fresh oranges, too. And he's found it. Minute Maid 100% pure orange juice from concentrate. Minute Maid tastes like fresh squeezed, sweet and delicious. And it's 100% pure orange juice. No preservatives, no additives.
Sure tastes like fresh squeezed. You bet.
Minute Maid orange juice tastes like fresh squeezed.
If you're looking for a super beach this winter, come to this tropical island, Miami Beach. It has truly become America's international playground.
The British, French, and other Europeans now choose Miami Beach's beach instead of the others. Because how can you beat this beach, this weather, these hotels, and those lovely side trips to the Everglades, the Florida Keys, and other attractions? It's unbeatable.
LaChoy wants to remind you it's time for a holiday that you can celebrate with gifts like Christmas, with decorations like a birthday party, and firecrackers like the 4th of July. It's Chinese New Year. Time to enjoy crispy LaChoy egg rolls and delicious LaChoy chow mein, served with LaChoy chow mein noodles and soy sauce, all featured at your grocer's now.
LaChoy makes Chinese food. Swing American.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, President Kennedy, President Johnson, President Nixon, President Ford, President Carter, President Reagan, all in the person of Rich Little.
Hey, gee, good morning.
There's probably something in your home that never gets cleaned, the air. That's why Norelco is demonstrating its new Clean Air machine in this smoke-filled container. The Clean Air machine actually removes impurities and pollutants. Its quiet motor draws in tobacco smoke, pet and cooking odors, even dust, traps them in a replaceable filter, and sends out fresh, clean, citrus-scented air. The Clean Air machine, fresh from Norelco. Put one to the test in your home.
The taste of Sheraton. You're gonna love every inch of the place. We've got taste.
Sheraton, you've got taste.
We've got style.
For a great hotel in the center of things, call 800-325-3535.
We've got taste.
You know, Alpo dogs everywhere enjoy long, active lives. Like Robbie in California. He's 14. That's 98 to you or me. Listen to his owner, Mary Lou Reed.
I call Robbie the Desert Wonder Dog. He's always ready for rock climbing. He chases coyotes out of our yard. Still, we both love it out here. He loves the meat in Alpo, and he's eaten it for all his 14 years.
Dogs sure do love the meat in Alpo. Maybe Robbie's been around so long because Alpo's been around so long.
Again, it has been an extraordinary period of time. We'll see you tomorrow morning here on Today NBC News. We'll have complete coverage of all the details of this developing and dramatic situation throughout the day.
Wednesday on Real People judge the hottest tan in the West.
Look what the new year has in store for you on Starcase, Alien, Close Encounters, the special edition, and All That Jazz. Starcase is the place to go for the big shows in town, with 3 major movies every night, uncut and uninterrupted, plus exclusive sports events and daily matinees. Great entertainment you get only on Starcase. So where do you go to see the big shows? Home on Starcase.
Run away to the barefoot life. Run away on Delta Airlines to the barefoot life in Florida or the Bahamas. Delta brings you over a dozen daily nonstops to 6 great Florida resorts, plus a one-stop through flight to Nassau. And Delta takes you to Florida at special low buy-and-fly fares. So go ahead, kick off your shoes and kick up your heels. Run away now to the barefoot life. Delta is ready when you are.
In this world of constant change, relax with the beautiful music of WJIB, FM 97.
Nifty 50s Car Club, Thursday at 7:30.
Hi, I'm Gary Collins. Today on our magazine, we'll meet a couple who's here to discuss a difficult subject, but one which might prevent your child from taking his or her own life. We'll also meet a lady whose performances have taken her from the family of Frankenstein to the first family of Washington, Miss Madeline Kahn. What's going to be in this spring? We'll show you the latest from Paris. And my co-host, Pat Mitchell, will go behind the wheel to prove that defensive drivers are made and not born. All this and more on today's edition of Our Magazine. And hello to you out there.
For 1981, the Toyota Celica Supra gets recharged. Charged with more performance, a new 2.8 fuel-injected engine, an optional performance package, sport suspension, spoilers front and rear. The new 2.8-liter Toyota Celica Supra, recharged. 481.
A Celica never performed like this before.
Supra!
Tomorrow proudly presents the Canon A1. The A1, the camera that takes you to the outer limits of your imagination. The A1, so ahead of its time. It's designed with 5 automatic exposure modes plus manual. Versatility to capture your most creative compositions. The Canon A1, precise, effortless. The Canon A1, now the possibilities are endless.
They say identical twins do identical things, but Kay and I are different. Sure, we both play pro basketball, and since we can't always eat right, we both look for the same kind of nutrition, Dannon yogurt. Dannon's all natural, and not many foods give you more nutrition with fewer calories. But that's it. That's where we part company. Yeah, because when it comes to Dannon, I like blueberry, while Faye here goes for blueberry.
Dannon low-fat yogurt. A good thing going for you every day.
Laughing can save your life. Find out how in Woman's World, the upbeat, upfront new weekly. Also this week in Woman's World, hot new tropical prints for spring. Which fast foods are actually good for kids? Woman's World is packed with fashion, fiction, food, decorating, health, money, celebrities, and more. Pick up Woman's World at checkout counters. Only 75 cents. It's up big, it's up front, it's Woman's World.
Friday lets loose their own inaugural ball. Guest star Henny Youngman and REO Speedwagon. And it's all on the hottest in late-night entertainment Friday.
About the time your fun is running down or done for, remember the battery that makes the fun last. Rayovac Alkaline. Laboratory tests prove that in toys, tape recorders, radios, games, and many calculators and cameras, Alkaline is the longest-lasting type of battery you can buy. Switch to Rayovac Alkaline now. Rayovac Alkaline makes the fun last and last and last.
Information. Businesses besieged by it. All kinds of equipment have been required to manage it. Until now. Now, with Wang's new integrated information system, one person very simply can perform data processing, word processing, high-speed image printing, and worldwide communication. If Wang can create all this today, who knows what the future holds? Wang, making the world more productive.
When you put money into a Baybank's high-yield savings plan, these are some of the things you can get out of it. You can save enough money for a comfortable place for your family or for your retirement. Enough money to get someone started on their way in school or just started on their way. Enough for things that make you smile and things that make you cry. Visit your nearest Baybank soon, because the sooner you put money into one of our savings plans means the more time you'll have to enjoy it.
Marshalls, you're like our point of view. On brand name fashions, price low for you. Marshalls is growing like never before, 'cause it's people just like you that keep coming back for more.
Marshalls has over 20 locations throughout Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. On the North Shore, there's a Marshalls in Danvers and Swampscott. North of Route 128 in Reading, Bedford, Chelmsford, and Tewksbury. West of Boston, there's a Marshalls in Newton, Framingham, Leominster, and Marlborough. To the southwest, Canton and Franklin. And on the South Shore in Hingham, South Weymouth, and Marshfield. Just outside of Boston in Medford. In New Hampshire, there's a Marshalls in Portsmouth, Salem, Nashua, and Bedford. And you'll find a Marshalls in Cranston, Rhode Island. For quality, selection, and everyday savings, smart shoppers have discovered Marshalls. Brand names for less.
Is sinus driving you crazy with pressure, congestion, mean sinus headache? Want more than aspirin or cold capsules? Take a U-turn to Sinutab, extra strength Sinutab, with the most sinus headache pain reliever per dose without a prescription. 54% more per tablet than standard sinus remedies. Helps relieve pressure and congestion, too. Take a turn to relief, a U-turn to extra strength Sinutab, the #1 selling extra strength sinus pain reliever.
Tim Braley, Brake Quality Inspector. This is who we are and what we do at General Motors.
Quality is the #1 priority at our plant, because the brake is the most, as far as I'm concerned, the most vital part in the car. It's got to work every time. I feel like my job's got a lot of responsibility. If one bad brake got out, I'd feel terrible. I really would. I'm definitely not going to let that happen. I have a lot of pride in my job.
General Motors, people building transportation to serve people.
In the past weeks, 37% of loyal Miller drinkers preferred Schlitz to their Miller in live taste tests. And Bud drinkers, 48% of loyal Bud drinkers preferred Schlitz. Now on the Super Bowl, it's Schlitz against Michelob, with loyal Michelob drinkers doing the tasting. And the number of Michelob drinkers who prefer Schlitz goes up here live. It's Michelob versus Schlitz just before the second half kickoff on the Super Bowl. Howdy, folks. I'm Rex Traylor. And I'm Sergeant Billy. We're going to sunny California again for the February school vacation week. And we hope you'll come along, too. This 8-day tour, sponsored by Crimson Travel, includes round-trip American Airlines jet, first-class hotel, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, all transportation, admissions, rides, tips, and taxes. The whole family will really enjoy this tour, or children 8 and over can come without their parents. They'll be supervised by our competent tour staff, including a doctor and a nurse. And there'll be special prizes and surprises for everyone on this, our 14th tour. For a free brochure, call Crimson Travel now.
America held hostage, the secret negotiations. Now that the hostages are free, the truth can be told. Who met secretly with Iranian agents? Who offered to sell out the Shah? Who panicked on a mission to Tehran? Which world leader initiated the final deal? Watch a special edition of 2020 tomorrow on ABC.
Colby and individually wrapped slices and cheddar. Golden image from Kraft. You just have to taste it to believe it.
Of the ABC News Magazine 2020.
To the last word, ABC News covered the story vital to Americans. Because it was important, hundreds of dedicated people worked tirelessly for 444 days to keep you informed. We're proud of the people who are ABC News.
Freedom. Reported by ABC News Paris Bureau Chief Piers Salinger.
This is ABC News Nightline. Reporting from Washington, Ted Koppel.